Good morning, students. In my previous video, I discussed about different definition given by the different economists, and I also started this topic, that is human activities. So, student, there are two kind of human activities. First one is economic activities, and second one is non-economic activities. What is economic activities? And What type of economic activities that I discussed in my previous video. Again, I am repeating it in nutshell. So, what is economic activities? Economic activities refers to those activities which are undertaken to earn a living. In short term, we can say that economic activities are undertaken to earn money. Basically, economic activities are concerned with all those activities which are concerned with earning money, and economic activities are also concerned with consumption, production, and distribution. Basically, in economic activities, three kind of activities are done. First one is consumption, second is production, and third one is distribution. What is consumption, production, distribution? And that again I have discussed in my last video. Again I am discussing it in nutshell. What is consumption? Consumption is an economic activity which deals with the use of goods and services for the satisfaction of human wants, like eating of bread, drinking of milk, wearing watches, listening music, are consumption activities. Again, second activity is production activity. What is production? Production refers to all activities which are undertaken to produce goods and services. The process of producing goods and services is known as production. And why this production is done? For generating income and satisfying human wants. It is the process converting raw material into finished goods, and there are four factors of production, that is land, labor, capital, and last one is entrepreneurs. These are the four factors of production. For producing any goods, these factors are taken into consideration. Without these factors, there will be no production. Last one is distribution. What is distribution? Distribution is the economic activity which studies how income generated is distributed. How income generated is distributed among the factor of production. So these are the three economic activity. First is consumption. Consumption is an economic activity which deals with use of goods and services for the satisfaction of human wants. Here I will write here, use of goods and services for the satisfaction of human wants. We consume goods and services for the satisfaction of our want, and this process is known as consumption. Then production in the production is an economic activity which deals with which are undertaken to produce goods and services for generation of income and satisfying human wants. And last one is distribution. Distribution is the economic activity which studies how income generated is distributed among the factor of production. Therefore, basically four factor of production. Whatever money is generated by the process of production, these money is distributed among land, labor, capital, entrepreneur in the form of rent. We gave land to rent, then labor in the form of wages, then capital in the form of interest, and last one is entrepreneur in the form of profit respectively. These are the economic activities. Now next one is that is non-economic activities. What is non-economic activities? Here we can say non-economic activities undertaken to get satisfaction. Economic activities undertaken to earn money, and non-economic activities undertaken to get satisfaction. Students, non-economic activities are not concerned with creation of money, not concerned with concern with creation of money, or wealth. So student, non-economic activities are not concerned with creation of money or wealth. For example, housewife cooking food for her family. We can discuss here examples of non-economic activities. Non-economic activities are those activities which are not related to earning money. Rather, there are other objective of non-economic activities. For example, first I will discuss examples like housewife cooking food for her family. A housewife cooking food for her family. Here, a housewife cook food for her family, not for earning money or for creation of wealth. Rather, the housewife cook food for her family because of love and affection. So non-activities are those activities which are not concerned with creation of money or wealth. Rather, it is the activities which are the main motive of these activities are love, affection, wisdom, kindness, charity. These are non-economic activities. In non-economic activities, there is no expectations of any kind of monetary reward or benefit. They are inspired by sentimental reasons and are performed out of love, sympathy, sentiments, patriotism, etc. These are the reason of non-economic activities. These activities are not for generating wealth or for creating money. These activities are done for affection, love, sympathy, kindness, sentiments, patriotism, etc. These are the motive of non-economic activities. Some more example I can give, like charitable activities like blood donation camps, free education to needy students, social activities like attending parties, get together, political activities performed by different political parties, religious activities like praying to God. These are non-economic activities. So student, you can now I can say that you have you must have understand the topic of concept of economic activity and non-economic activity. Basic difference between economic and non-economic activities: economic activities undertaken to earn money, non-economic activities are undertaken to get satisfaction. The non-economic activities are not concerned with creation of money or wealth. Rather, these non-economic activities are done basically for love, sympathy, sentiments, patriotism, kindness, these are the reason, and non-economic activities are done for the satisfaction, human satisfaction. So these are the human activities. And as I you have seen, student, that all human being are involved in some kind of activities, whether this is economic activities or non-economic activities. These are the basic concept of economics. Now I'll discuss topic that is related to statistics. What is the meaning of statistics, and function, importance and limitation of statistics. So student, in this topic, that is meaning, scope and importance of statistics, in this topic I will discuss, and you have to study, that is introduction, means what is statistics, introduction of statistics, first topic. Then meaning of statistics, meaning of statistics. Then third is functions. What are the functions of statistics and importance of statistics, and last one is limitations of statistics. So in this chapter, meaning, scope and importance of statistics, you have to study these topics. First one, what is introduction of statistics, then meaning of stat, functions, importance and limitation of stats. So first I will discuss what introduction here. The word statistics seems to have been derived from Latin word, that is statistics is actually taken from the Latin word, that is status, or the one word, that is Italian word, that is also statistica, and in Greek that is statistics. Each word means is political state. But the word, that is statistics, conveys different meaning to different people. Some people regard statistics as data, facts or measurement, while others believe it to be the study of figures. The meaning of statistics varies according to the people. For example, for a cricket fan, suppose a cricket fan, statistics refers to a numerical information or data relating to run scored by the cricketers. For an environmentalist, statistics refers to information on the quantity of pollution and other harmful gases in the atmosphere. But with the passage of time, the scope of statistics widened. For some time, statistics was regarded as the branch of economics, but now statistics become a full-fledged independent subject. Right now, statistics is full-fledged independent subject. And in present times, statistics not only the science of the state, but it also includes all types of quantitative analysis. It includes all type of quantitative analysis. Then there are two kind of variables. First one is qualitative and one is quantitative. Qualitative variables and quantitative variables. In the study of statistics, you will find out two kind of variable. First one is quantitative and second one is qualitative variables. So what is qualitative variables? Qualitative variables are those variables which cannot be expressed in numbers, and quantitative variables are which variable which can be expressed in numbers. That's enough, you should know. And in statistics include all type of quantitative analysis, means whatever numerical information you have to study in statistics in different way, in details. Now next topic, that is meaning of statistics. What is the meaning of statistics, that I will discuss now. Now meaning of statistics. It is not easy to define statistics in a precise manner. Statistics has been defined differently by different writers from time to time, emphasizing precisely the meaning, scope and limitation of the subject. Some authorities have defined statistics as in a plural sense or in a statistical data, whereas the others as a singular sense, that is statistical method. So statistics can be defined in two sense. First one is plural sense and second one is singular sense. In plural sense, statistics means statistical data, statistical data or numerical information, and singular sense, statistics means statistical method or methods of dealing with information, So we can the statistics can be defined in two sense. First one is plural sense, second one is singular sense. Plural sense, statistics in plural sense can be said numerical information, and in singular sense we can define stats in the form of statistical method or methods of dealing with information. Now I will discuss in detail, that is statistics in plural sense. What is the statistics in plural sense? What would be the definition of statistics in plural sense? So in plural sense, statistics refers to aggregates of facts affected to market extent by multiplicity of causes. I will discuss it one by one. Of causes. Third one is numerically expressed. Estimated according to reasonable standard of accuracy, collected in systematic manner, predetermined purpose and placed in relation to each other. For example, data related to aggregate percentage of 5 toppers of 12th class of a school means whatever data is collected, that must be in aggregate of form. Not a single data can be considered as a statistics. For example, if we say that there are 30 students in class 12, that is not considered as a statistical data, or we cannot define it as statistics. Statistics data must be in aggregate of form. For example, data related to aggregate percentage of 5 toppers of 12th class of the school. Statistics as used in plural sense must process these characteristics. If these characteristics are fulfilled, then that will be considered statistics in plural sense. Means these characteristics are aggregate of facts affected by market extent or by multiplicity of causes, numerically expressed, estimated according to reasonable standard of accuracy, are collected in a systematic manner. The data must be collected in a systematic manner for predetermined purpose. For collecting a data, there should be a purpose and placed in relation to each other. Then that will be considered statistical data, or we can define in after these characteristic that statistical in plural sense. In my next video, student, I will discuss one by one what is the meaning of aggregate of facts or affected to a market extent by multiplicity and cause and numerically expressed. All these things I will discuss in my next video. Again, I am revising it. What is the meaning of statistics? Statistics is very difficult to define. Statistic different time different people describe, different writers describe meaning of statistics time to time, emphasizing precisely the meaning, scope and limitation of a subject. Some authorities have defined statistics as statistical data, that is in plural sense, whereas others as statistical method, that is in singular sense. Plural sense means numerical information, and in singular sense statistic deals with collection means methods, statistical method, and these methods are collection, presentation, analysis, interpretation of quantitative information. So student, that is the just an introductory class of meaning of statistics that you have to study in very details, that I will discuss in my next video. Thank you.